444 represents archangels who are ready to help you.
Is Kanye really doing the porn thing?
I think people are saying it's still happening.
Here's the question on everybody's mind. Is this going to be black people in the porn? I hope not. Nobody wants to watch a black lady in a porn. That's number one. But I have been saying this for years. Somebody needs to redo porn. I mean, what the fuck? Every man and woman on earth, supposedly, is watching this porn. And where are they going? Where do people go for the most part? You know, I don't know what people are jacking to. I don't discuss that with people. I don't go to these sites. I find them...
You go to Pornhub and you type in romantic marriage.
Kiss. Yes. Clothed kiss. But you go... I've been talking about this for years. Porn is so poorly done. You go to Pornhub and they make you scroll through hours and hours worth of what I consider smut film. Or not smut, snuff films. Yes, snuff. And you're looking, and not only is the quality bad and the quality of people really gross, but if it's a white girl, she's like a skinny trailer trash girl with the smallest two little things you've ever seen. And then she'll be pale white and have black and blues all over her. They'll have girls that can have so many zits on their anus. And you're going, how did they not at least take a little concealer and put that on a fucking zit? But no, all the lights up as if it's Sam's Club or Costco. And then let's zoom in HD and look at the hairy, zitty parts.
You got to start watching the clean lesbian ones where it's like a open window.
I don't watch any of these, so don't talk about me.
Playing.
I'm talking about this for the people's sake. There should be high budget porn, and there should be porn sites where you don't have to look through the gore. You shouldn't have to scroll through and see people opening themselves and fluids. There should be no fluids in porn. There needs to be color grading and color correcting. People's skin should be cleaned up.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know about have color grading.
We've all seen. There's a typical response a man would give you when offered your suggestion about girl-on-girl porn. I'm not going to say it's a little hack, but there's a typical male response to the reason they don't watch girl-on-girl porn. They find it to be useless, Jules, because there's no...
You could find one like that with a guy, probably.
Sure, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, and I'm not speaking for myself.
Maybe two guys for you.
Okay, we're going to change topics here. She's a little too excited here, my wife. So I think we'll move on. Jules, why don't you pull up something?
I was going to say one more thing about this. Yeah. There's an article today just from some gossip rag that's saying that Bianca is mad because Kanye wants her to star
to do the porn.
Porns.
Well, that was my other question. Who's going to be in the porn? Is he actually making the porn? Is he just going to be distributing the porn? Is it ever going to even happen? I don't know why Kanye wants to make porn, but what I do love is all those Jesus freaks that followed him because of the Jesus stuff. They're all furious now. Okay. So now they understand what it's like to be a fan of Kanye West, right? It's not that fun any longer. So that's good, and I hope all those religious people, I hope that really blows up for them, and there's a big religious blowout, because there's nothing I like less than when people get religious. We're seeing this, and did you see this P.diddy thing? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, and I have another religious thing after.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Chrissy
do the other. Chrissy Chaos? Yes.
Which do you want first? P.diddy first?
Give me Chrissy Chaos. Why not? Let's switch it up. Chrissy Chaos. This is Chris DiStefano. Come on down. What a sicko. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this was him on Rogan. Wow. What is going on with Chrissy Chaos? Do you guys follow Chrissy Chaos? Chris DiStefano.
Did you want to do the Diddy thing really quick first, because you don't have to watch it, because I feel like we're on a train of thought. Yeah. Sure. Comments.
Okay, so where's the Diddy thing?
I'm putting it in.
Okay, Diddy.
And then we'll do Chrissy Chaos.
Diddy, do it. I love the Diddy stuff, of course. And of course, we all saw the video of Diddy beating up the woman, Cassie, in the hotel room. And then Diddy came out and did his apology. So we finally got him, folks. He's in Barbados or something right now with Rihanna. Diddy abuse tape. Okay, let's see the abuse tape real quick. This was great. Show, of course, show. So I love this. For years, Diddy has been saying these people are lying. They're all making it up because they want money. And then, of course, finally, we get some footage, right? We got tapes. We got footage, and it's P. Diddy doing the hallway beatdown. What is this thing right here? Show. Look, they're not letting me get my full screen box because they got a thing called show and hide right here. See how this is happening to me? So in the Twitter video, I guess I could just do that like this. Okay. Here is P. Diddy running down the hallway. Notice that it says 666 in the hallway, so he's probably working for the devil. Here is this P. Diddy thing. This was great. Our first big P. Diddy proof, and he's admitted it, too. Here's the beating, in case you didn't see this, but it's always fun to watch the beating as many times as possible.
Allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
There he is running
the
in the
video,
towel.
captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016.
See the kick? Oh,
a
yeah, you
lawsuit
see that
filed
kick.
by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that
Look at he's
seem
dragging
to
her down.
match
I love
those
that.
seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the
you.
complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her.
Yes!
In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground.
Look at that kick.
As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
Ventura is seen.
God, I wish we had a Crystalia tape. So all these guys, here's what this is. All these guys, if they've got 1 million people accusing you of this, it happened. Okay, can we learn that from this? Lock them up. So,
you know it happened because he expertly kept his towel on.
Yeah,
He's
that was
done this
great.
1 million times.
And he didn't even come out saying this was AI. I would have at least tried that, because you could fool all these P. Diddy fans. You could fool them and just go, that was not me. That was AI. And then people will repeat. You could trick anybody now. I mean, we're seeing it every day. We saw it with the Drake and Kendrick beef. Drake just flat out lies. He goes, yeah, we set you up. We submitted, we gave you all that fake evidence, and then you spent. No. And now you're watching, and, half the people out there, they believe all of Drake's lies. Just word for word. I mean, they think that that's fact. They don't even have this idea that it could be a lie in their head. People are so easy now. Really, I mean, look at Logan Paul, look at Crystalia, all these people that you think would be finished. There was a time where you go, if people heard that about someone, they'd be done. There's no being done anymore. The people are just too stupid. You could just tell them anything. If I repeated it, I go, that wasn't me, that was AI. And believe me, all those free Palestine women that follow him on Instagram, who support him, would eat that up right away. And then they would pass that on if it was fact. They would go, oh, that was AI, though. And then that guy would believe it.
And if it got exposed that it wasn't AI, then he could still just be like, oh, I lied about that it was AI, but I'm sorry still. And they'll still forgive him.
Why not? Unless you're court ordered and they're like, it's going to be the death penalty or the truth. Why not? So
that's what I mostly want. Everyone's seen this.
Yeah.
But...
And so he lied about this incident. So they're accusing him of everything. Everything under the sun that you could do as a terrible villain. They've accused him of this being one of those things. Just last week, he was saying this is 100% a lie. The video comes out. Everybody's mad. And he says this, which he came on. I can't believe we saw him. I thought we'd never see him again, right? I thought P. Diddy would get in one of his jets, fly off. We'd never see the jokester again. Well, here he is. I call him the jokester because he dresses up as the Dark Knight.
Imagine someone should make
Someone should make what?
an AI video of him as the Joker chasing her down the hallway.
Wouldn't that be great? And they could do that within 12 seconds. See, it wouldn't be as funny as you think
know.
so. It would only be funny if somebody
actually did it.
Yeah, actually did it. See, we want people actually doing things. Would it be funny? Would it be as cool if she was being abused in AI instead of real life? Would that kick be cool if they're like, oh, that was an AI kick? You'd be like, oh, man, this sucks. We want these people being physically hurt, not AI hurt. So here he is. He came out. He wanted to let you know that he is not in town. So he aimed the camera up at this Barbados-ass roof.
But apparently he's actually in Miami, they proved.
Well, he wants to let you know he's close to a boat.
Oh, yeah, yes, Jules retweeted it and was like, this is his Miami crib, you idiots.
Okay.
You don't know anything.
All right.
And it's like, so you're standing up for him? That's
I don't
cool.
see much of this stuff. Outside of tiki bars, you don't see much roofing like this.
He probably rebuilt an exact replica of his Miami crib.
Yes, of course.
In a place with no extradition.
Okay, so he posts this, and did this come the day after or 2 days after the beating video?
Yeah, pretty quickly.
We couldn't believe it. Here's his apology, which you've all seen, but we're going to show it again.
To reflect on the darkest times in your life.
Sorry, this is Instagram, so they're going to kill me.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab.
No, you're not.
Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Ask God. Here's the problem.
I'm so sorry.
You're not.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
I mean, you called this woman a liar for the last 7 years.
He said that she just wants money.
And then when we see you on tape, all of a sudden you ask, because you know why? Because if this is true, that he's been denying, well, then probably all the other stuff is 100% true, too. He knows this. So he figures if he admits to this, but not the other stuff, then you go, well, he admitted to this. It seems like he's going to admit to the stuff he does. No.
Cassie tried to fight him off by sticking a BB gun in his mouth
really?
And shooting off 2 little BBs, but they just left
right here. Yeah,
marks,
looks like okay. So they did hit him with a couple of BBs there that are still embedded into the black skin. I love his mustache. Now, you would think, okay, P. Diddy, no one's buying this shit. You're done, right? Wrong. Look at these comments here. This really disgusts me. And sure, there are a bunch of them that don't believe him.
Here's one I just read with 20K likes.
Yeah, listen to this. 20K likes on his apology video. Listen to this.
The man is posting an apology, and here come people to tear that down. We're not God, so let's not judge. If half the stuff some of y'all did was in the world on video, then some of you would be totally quiet. Whoever leaked the video's intentions were not good. It was malicious. Let's all move on.
Listen to this one. Let be who is without sin cast the first stone. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's against him. Okay, here's another one. I'm just saying, we not God. This is a woman. There's a ton of these women now. Who are these women and what country are they from? Because there's an awful lot of these types of women here. You see this face? So I don't know if they're half Asian, half black, half whatever, but a ton of women like this. You know, when Kanye got in his trouble, a ton of women like this were there. When P. Diddy gets in trouble, a ton of women like this. Palestine, Hamas, ton of women like this. Listen to this. I'm just saying, we not God to persecute people. Let's normalize praying for people instead of tearing them down. Praying for him and praying for Cassie. Praying for healing for all the parties. The world needs so much. No, they don't. And what kind of person are you? And where did you all come from all of a sudden?
I mean, did you just see what we just saw? He was like kicking her in the stomach and dragging her.
There's a ton of these Let's see, because I didn't pick these out, so I'm just trying to find them now in real time.
The people who are normal people have caught up on this video now, but yesterday when it was just his followers, like every comment was like,
only God can judge. This isn't any of our most of the comments were, this isn't any of our business. It's only his and God's. Only God can judge. We need to have, and here, listen to this. We need to have a serious conversation with black people about the reality of God. It's time. Because for the longest time, we've let black people think about God in a overly legitimate way. And they don't seem to understand the tongue-in-cheekness of this Bible or this God. They are believers in a way where even like the diehard Christians who go to church don't even believe it as much as that. You know, the white Christians aren't going, only God can judge. But the black Christians seem to be swept up in this idea that this God is more real than it really is. And white people have been too scared to tell black people, hey, this God stuff, it's like a fraction, like you're like believing it like too much. Like you know what I mean? And they've done this for you. We've seen every athlete. I want to thank God. Every nominee at the Golden Globes, she's black. Every black actor. This is all because of God. And everyone cheers, and nobody tells them, well, it's not really God. Yeah. No one ever tells them they're too afraid.
It's because of you. Be proud.
What's that? No, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. But yes, somebody needs to talk to black people about, how could I phrase this? God's real in our hearts, though. Like, it's not really real. And I think there's mass confusion, especially these. I mean, I'm seeing these women, these beige women. I'm not even say black women, these mixed women. God, God, God. Only God could judge him. Only God. Why are we attacking Diddy? No care for all the people that he's abused and tormented and destroyed their lives. Nope, just him and God. Very similar to how Aaron Emholt has been acting. This April Emholt, she might commit suicide the way he's been treating her through this.
Insane.
And in his world and in his listeners' world, in all their friends, Gino and Keanu and all these people that are friends with the Emholts, it's all about Aaron and how this makes Aaron feel. There's no thinking about the girl that was tormented by all these thousands of people online to the point where she had to quit the show that she did for a living and then divorce the guy that she married. There's no thinking about, oh my God, maybe she's in hell right now. No, it's just about Aaron.
And
his feelings and, it's going to be okay for Aaron. It shouldn't be okay for Aaron. It shouldn't be okay for P.Diddy. Lock them up and give them the, where is it? The electric chair. Yes, this. Yes. Not enough frying. Not enough. There's so much of this out there, and it happens with all this stuff now, where you see like 50% of people saying the most ridiculous thing, and they're not really being corrected by anybody anymore. So, yeah, that scares me. Those light-skinned black women that are pro-Palestine, that are only God, God, God. I mean, they really need to be straightened out by somebody.
I don't know if those types know about Palestine.
Trust me, they do. I click on every profile. Anytime I read a comment where I go, what? I click on the profile and I go see what they're about. I zoom in. This isn't a guy that I'm talking about. I wish it was like how it was yesterday.
It's so difficult to reflect on.
But people see him. People know what I'm talking about. And there's no voice saying this. There's nobody saying these weird black mixed women. Look, go and talk with the minister. You don't have to ask anyone forgiveness but Allah. Go to him. May Allah show you mercy, brother. And then you go to this woman's profile, and it's these type of women, and they're so confident, they're so cocky, they're mean as hell. Okay, they're nasty. Who are these people? And then you go and look, and here she is with Louis Farrakhan, right? Look at this, and they're so proud, and they don't think you couldn't convince these people otherwise. And you go, where did you get so educated all of a sudden? Where did you guys all come from? And then you start going, maybe Kumia's got it right. No. But yeah, I'm not into this. Sorry. And they've all got the Jada Pinkett eyes, the same eyes as P.Diddy, the same eyes I've been deathly afraid of my entire life. Okay? They got those eyes. This is the problem with all of America. Look at this. Even she can't take a nice picture. I don't know who this is. This is just somebody says, oh, no, it's only between you and Allah. Oh, Allah? The Unabomber Allah? The guy, Akbar Allah? Will you blow everyone up? What world are we living in now? And this is what's driving the Joe Rogans to go vote for Trump because of you. And no one wants to just out those people. I'm here to out those people, those mean eyebrow women. Where did they come? And there's just as many guys like that, too. Where did they come from? The Jussie Smolletts of the world, right? Woo! Scary people. Stay away from those people. Stay away from those people. Punishing mama eyes. Yes, I hope you guys understand the point that I'm trying to make. She don't understand this one. She thinks the pro-Palestinian people are good people. She likes them.
No, I just think it's two different groups.
Of course, but I'm saying it's the same type. It's the same type.
Eye. It's the same eye.
It's the same eyes, and it's that beigeness of their skin. The beige skin people, I'd say. You got Drake. I don't think the half and half works. I think you come out as a mean person. You know? I'd rather have the true. Yeah, let's just stick to. Right?
You're more of a full type of guy.
Mixed dogs, they're all screwed up. Right? Our dog is a mix between 3 different animals. It's all nuts.
No, that's probably why he's lived so long, because he doesn't have any inbred diseases.
Well, yeah, I think we should get back to being inbred. No, I don't know. I'm just pointing out what I'm seeing here. And when I see a man beat the living shit out of a girl on top of all the other stuff he's been accused of, and then somebody say, this is none of our business.
Then it's like, then what is our business?
It's
what
just
should we
you
do
and God.
then?
When I see that, that's where I draw the line. I go, who are these people saying that? Why? And where did they get this idea? It's because we've been telling them. We haven't been interrupting and going, no. The God stuff, it's not what you think it is. Nigga, what? Yeah.
It's just ugly. Who's there?
A murderer.
Murderer who?
Let's kill Logic's kid. Logic, baby, ugly.